Hi, and welcome back to a Sun River Shenanigan. Today, we're gonna make a blanket. This brand is from Target. It's like their craft line. So they have a lot of fun different things through this Mondo Llama. They have a lot there at Target that you wouldn't really think of. So I found this last time I was there, and I thought it sounded really cool, and I do love a good blanket. We probably have about 6 just hanging out in this room. So I'm going to make a blanket, and we'll see how hard it is, or easy it is. Okay, so it does have instructions. It shows the magic knot, which we'll use to connect the next yarn ball. And then it has step by step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hopefully it'll be a breeze. And there's all of this to work with. There's 6 skeins in there. So we'll start with this one. Okay, so we're gonna start the blanket. Here is the end, and we're starting with step 1. Okay, this I guess we'll just throw down there. Oops. Oh man, I'm already in a mess. Oh, okay. Goes up and around, and there's a thing that comes out there, and this goes. Oh, pull. Oh, this pulls through. Okay. Pulls through. Okay, cool. Now I've got the first knot. Okay, so now we're going to do step 2. So we have our loop. This is our overhand knot here. And we're going to make 22 single chain stitches, making each loop about 3 inches tall. Alright, so that means we're gonna loop this through here. So here's our thing. We're gonna have some string behind it. Go through and grab that string and loop it up about 3 inches, or I guess however tall you want to do it if you're doing your own little blanket. But and then here's the string, same thing, right behind it, pull it up, and we're going to do 22 of those. Right. 22. So now we're going to go to step 3. After you have 22 single chain stitches, lay your chain out flat on a table with your skein of yarn going back towards the slip knot. Okay, so here's my skein of yarn going back towards the knot. Oh, I think they want it the other way. Whoops. Okay. Flipping it. Okay. So then we have our top here. Okay, reach through stitch 22 and grab your skein of yarn. pull it through and create a 3-inch loop, continuing this down until all 22 chain stitches have a loop. Whew, okay. So this is here. Oh wait, we'll flip it. Like that. Okay, here's this. So it's going up, through, like that. Okay? Each loop. So then we go to the next loop, which is this one, and up and through, like that. And about the same length that you did for the chain going up to make sure it's even. So then you're going to have loops going all the way across. So we'll pop this one here. Okay, they all have stitches. So now we're gonna go to step 4. Once you've made loops back to the beginner, flip your skein of yarn to the other end of your chain and continue to create 3-inch loops down all 22 stitches. So then we're just gonna keep doing that. Continue making rows of loops. Depending on how tight or loose your loops are, you should get between 36 and 40 rows. You will need to reserve half of your last skein to finish off your blanket. Alright, so then we'll just keep going like that all the way down. Alright, so without even realizing it, I was at the end of my first skein, so I'm going to give myself a little extra there. I ended here on this guy, and we're going to do the magic knot. So, you need your next ball, so we're going to do a magic knot. Right? We got the instructions here. We got new end and the old end. We're gonna magically combine them. Okay, new yarn, existing yarn. They're going to crisscross over top. Oh man, alright. Okay, existing, new, existing, new, existing goes around both of them and through, and both of them and through. And then that just doesn't seem right. I gotta squish them together. There. I just had to squish them together. Now, the magic knot, and don't pull too tight. Okay. And then, pull the attached ends of the yarn A and B to slide the two knots close together. Cut off the excess yarn ends. Yeah, you don't need. So we'll cut these off, and then we'll just keep doing our thing. Alright, we have completed 2 rolls from our thing so far, so it's looking pretty good. And now we're at the end. We got our end here, and we gotta make our magic knot to put on the next one. Okay, looking pretty good. We're gonna add the next yarn ball. All right, we are about to add on our 5th ball. Look at this beauty we have going here. One big old blanket happening. So we'll just keep going. One thing that I might do differently if I was to do another one of these though is to make it a little longer. I do more than 22. I'd probably do 30 rings down. Alright, last one. And we only want to use half of it, because the other half we'll use to do the edge to end it up. So, okay, adding the last one. Alright, so I marked it at the halfway here, so we are at halfway. Now we're going to do our last stitch across the edge here. So we're going to go to the corner, whatever corner you're at. You'll take that one, and you'll take the second one, and the second one's going to go behind and through the first one. So now that second one is the first one. So now that is step number 6. Now we're going to step number 7. And this is where we're going to go all the way across. So we have our looped edge here. We're going to take our excess string and pull it through loop number 2 the same way we've been doing it, just to make that chain. So then it looks like this in loop number 2. And that loop that we created is going to go behind and through loop number 1. So now it's loop number 2. Now, loop number 2, we're going to pick it up. We're going to put our string through like we've been doing, behind and through to make the loop. And then this loop goes behind and through the main to become number 1. Okay, we're at the very last loop here. And this is how we'll do it. We're going to take our extra string here, the one we've been working on, and we're going to put it through that very last loop to make the chain like we've been doing. So it looks like that. And then this last loop chain that we just made is going to go behind and through that final loop that we were working with. So then they are together like that with one loop left. And now step number 9, take the end of the yarn skein and loop it through the last loop and tie a knot. And that's the end. So you really didn't need that much yarn. Look how much I have left. So I could have kept going a little bit with that. But I'm gonna cut this here like that. And you're gonna take this and put it through there. And just tie a knot. Alright. And it says machine wash on gentle. And they're all set. Alright, it's all finished. Here it is, my blanket. It's a little different, but it's the first time that I've done it. So if I keep doing yarn things like this, I'm sure I can make it a little more evened out next time. But it was really fun, and it was a relaxing craft that you can just do when you like watch a movie or something, and then you got this nice blanket. So it was really fun, and wasn't too bad at Target. Just a fun little craft to do, and no tools needed. Just need some fluffy yarn and can make a big old blanket. And I do mine a little bit longer, like I was saying before. Instead of 22 across, I'd probably do 30, because this is 22 rings. So maybe a little bit bigger next time. But yeah, that's my Sun River shenanigan. Thanks for joining, and I hope you guys can go make your own blankets. Bye!